moment you can figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing, the sooner you are able to get about the business of doing that.
And sometimes when we haven't dealt with some of the old stuff, the first person who walks up to you and plants a little seed of doubt, you stop taking action. You start questioning. You start doubting. You start second guessing. Sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to reject advice that is not in alignment with our assignment. Sometimes you're going to have to reject the advice of people who love you. Sometimes you're going to have to reject the advice of people who mean well. And yeah, they may have some level of success, and they may be doing well, and whatever worked for them, but that does not mean that what worked for them has to work for you, because you don't really require the validation of anyone else if God gave you a vision.
Because this is about discovering more of you, who you've always been and who you're becoming. This journey is not about the person sitting beside you or behind you or impressing anyone. This journey is about working to blow your own mind. You're not worried about not getting knocked down. Please don't do that, because you want to build your muscles. So when you get knocked down, don't sit down. Don't take out real estate and down. Some people get knocked down and they talk about it for the next 10 years. You know you could have got up, right? They're just sitting there. I can do this for a while, by the way. They're just sitting there. It's your bounce back. Because when you bounce back with something you didn't have before. See, I stopped by to poke you, to prod you, to make it mildly, to moderately, to significantly uncomfortable for you to sit in any form of mediocrity. For you to make sure you don't look at 2020 when you get to 2022 and say, damn, there was more of me to give back there. And I didn't. I stopped by to ask you, are you willing? Are you willing to do what you've never done before, say what you've never said before, so you can be the man, the woman you've always known yourself to be? Are you willing? Are you willing to tell any part of you that doesn't serve your future, any part of you know, the procrastination and the worry and the doubt and the am I good enough? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yes, yes? And the who can I be over there if I've been this person over here? If you're willing to stop and look at all of it and say, I appreciate you. You got me to this point. But in order for me to go further, I'm going to have to leave you here. Because you limited thinking, you doubtful Debbie, you the naysayer, you vision buster, you can't quite fit in my future. I have lives to transform. I have people to inspire. I have children to ignite. I have loves to create. I have so much to do. I can't quite take you with me, but it's been real.
And every time I close my eyes at night, I remember that person I used to be. But as I was praying and I was pressing in, I felt like God was saying that everything must go. That everything that is not profitable, that everything that has no value for what he wants to do in our life has to go. That maybe, just maybe, as we filter through our lives and we filter through our memories and our emotions, we will recognize that we picked up some habits and some patterns and some thoughts that we shouldn't have. And we're at a season right now where I can't go to next unless I clean out back there.
There are so many people in the world, and you may be watching this right now, and you have these incredible ideas, and what you think is missing is motivation. And that's not true. Because the way that our minds are wired, and the fact about human beings, is that we are not designed to do things that are uncomfortable or scary or difficult. Our brains are designed to protect us from those things because our brains are trying to keep us alive. And in order to change, in order to build a business, in order to be the best parent, the best spouse, to do all those things that you know you want to do with your life, with your work, with your dreams, you're going to have to do things that are difficult, uncertain, or scary, which sets up this problem for all of us. You're never going to feel like it.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, I know exactly why that is. Because I've studied this so much, because for me, one of the hardest things to figure out was, why is it so hard to do the little things that would improve my life? And what I've come to realize is that the way that our minds are designed is, our minds are designed to stop you at all costs from doing anything that might hurt you. The way that this all happens is, it all starts with something super subtle that none of us ever catch. And that is with this habit that all of us have that nobody's talking about. We all have a habit of hesitating. We have an idea, you're sitting in a meeting, you have this incredible idea, and instead of just, saying it, you stop and you hesitate. Now, what none of us realize is that when you hesitate, just that moment, that micro moment, that small hesitation, it sends a stress signal to your brain. It wakes your brain up, and your brain all of a sudden goes, oh, wait a minute, why is he hesitating? He didn't hesitate when he put on his killer spiky sneakers. He didn't hesitate with the really cool track pants. He didn't hesitate with the NASA t-shirt. Now he's hesitating to talk, something must be up. Then your brain goes to work to protect you. It has a million different ways to protect you. One of them is called the spotlight effect. It's a known phenomenon where your brain magnifies risk. Why? To pull you away from something that it perceives to be a problem. And so you can truly trace every single problem or complaint in your life to silence and hesitation.
Acceleration. That we're praying that things will go back to what they were. But God is planning to take what was and accelerate it to what He said it was going to be. It's still better than y'all clapping, because I want you to know that there's a generational blessing connected to you breaking that generational curse. All I'm waiting for you to do is give me full reign to the inside of you, so that I can make space for what I want to pour into you. I hear God saying your capacity is about to increase in a way that you never thought was possible. And I had to increase your capacity, so I had to break you down so that I could make more room. That's really good. I feel that for somebody. I had to increase your capacity, and I did it through breaking you down. Now you're stronger than you ever thought you would be. I know it doesn't feel like it because you're in your most broken moment, but I feel strength coming back to you. I feel resources coming back to you. There are people having conversations about you, not the you are right now, but the you He's called you to be. That person is still down on the inside of you. And as long as you have breath in your lungs, as long as your heart still has a beat, then there is a greater version of you yet ahead. And when you decide that everything that's in me, that's keeping me from reaching the next version of me, has to get out of the way, because I'm not going to live in this world and just survive. I'm going to live in this world like a kingdom kid, like somebody who understands that He spoke a word and brought me into existence. God, please reattach me to the word. God, help me to see who I am again. God, I can't do this thing called life without you. Your strength, your wisdom, your power, your grace, your mercy, your anointing is the only thing strong enough to break the yokes off of my life. I submit myself to you, oh precious God that you are. Have your way in my life as only you can do, until chains start falling off of me, until demons start backing off of me, until my past can't hold me any longer. Everything must go.